and the girl who loves the sea. It calls me.
Sanibonani bantwana beMlozi, bantwana bAmakhosi. Namhlanje ngizokhuluma nje about a few things. Mostly it's things that abantu abaningi bayibuzayo. Okunye it's just knowledge that I'm sharing with you, some wisdom engazi ukuthi izoniphilisa, izonakha kubantu abaningi ababhekene nezinkinga abazibona bengayindawo ngesiphiwo sabo sakamoya, right? Asikhulume ngabantu also abazothi ay sengizame konke mina Makhosi, but still ngizizwa ngingaconnect nemimoya. Remember i-video engiyenze izolo where I was talking about ukuhamba through ama dry spells and also to overcome those dry spells and connect again with imimoya yakho. Let me just say part of this video will be a continuation of that, because okunye kuzophinde kucacisele kwezinye izinto perhaps engazange ngize ngiyikhuluma izolo, okanye izinto that you're still experiencing. Ngenzeka ukuthi mhlambe kukhona abantu abathi I've meditated but still I'm not getting the connection le ngiyifunayo. I'm going to touch on today ukukhuluma ngAmakhosi Emvelo. Sesingasakhulumi ke ngAmakhosi that is your bloodline, but sikhulume nje ngAmakhosi Emvelo ngoba khumbula ukuthi not ukuthi wonke umuntu umntwana wamakhosi, meaning it's from royalty spirits egazi, your bloodline, right? Hayi ukuthi phela sonke ke la ngaphandle sinamakhosi ukuthi kusukela kokhokho ngemuva le edlozini ukuthi kunobukhosi obukhona begazi. No, it's not always that. Kuyenzeka ukuthi umbathwe ubukhosi bemvelo. Besikhuluma ngobukhosi bemvelo. Ubukhosi bemvelo buyasuka, bukhona ubukhosi bemvelo bomlozi, bukhona ubukhosi bemvelo bomndawu, bukhona ubukhosi bemvelo benzuza. Bengizokhuluma nje about those three. Egcine ezinye izinto umuntu agcine esibona engafika indawo, right? So I think akube khona abantu abazocaciseleka abanye ukuthi ngenzeka futhi ukuthi ukuzibona ungaconnect nabantu bakho, it's because awubabizi ngendlela efanele. It can be ukuthi wena umbathwe amakhosi emvelo kodwa ukwamemeza kwakho usuke mhlambe ugxile kakhulu ngokubiza your clan names, yabona? Ubiza ithakazelo, ubiza isibongo sakho, ususa le emuva uzuthi kanti awemvelo kungenzeka ukuthi vele they've got nothing to do with your bloodline, right? So ezinye izinto lezo umuntu adinga clarity kuzona ukuthi kahle kahle amakhosi emvelo akanjani and uwaphakamisa kanjani, ukhuluma kanjani nawo, uxhumana kanjani nawo. Zonke lezo zinto lezo bekuthiwa nomndawo wemvelo, nomlozi wemvelo, unenzuza yemvelo. How do you go about then in trying to connect with those spirits? Ngoba ezinye izinto ugcine une confusion ngoba manje ziningi izinto ezikhulunywayo la ko social media, ziningi information abantu abayikhiphayo based on their own personal experiences. So wena fanele ulalele wena ukuthi yakho imimoya umuntu okanjani, ngoba kungenzeka ukuthi mhlambe wena uyaphahla all the time, ubusathe uyabiza imimoya, ubiza izibongo zakho, but still awuyitholi leyo connection. Mhlambe you trying to read izibani zakho but still awuyitholi leyo connection. Kanti kungenzeka ukuthi unamakhosi emvelo kungenzeka ukuthi wena kufanele ukuthi mhlambe bumemeza amakhosi ufake isibongo esithize ngoba awakho awemvelo. Angithi I'm also going to talk about ukuthi to be chosen by water spirits. How were you chosen? Because baningi abantu abaningi, they ask me that question ukuthi how do you get chosen by water spirits? Asikhulume nje ngama-water spirits emvelo also ukuthi bakhetha kanjani. We'll touch on awemvelo, we'll touch on also into osuke uyithathe ekhaya in your bloodline, right? And also what else would I like to talk about? Nalento yokuthi ezinye izinto understand ukuthi dreaming of Chinese people, dreaming of British, white people, Amandiya, and all of those things. Sometimes it's just your spirit. Esisuke mhlambe siveza mostly ukuthi sona sidabuka kuphi. Yabona? Because remember ama-water spirits, especially ama-spirit emvelo, njengoba ngishilo the last video that I posted yesterday ukuthi akuwona wonke ama-water spirits asuke ephuma esibongweni sakho, especially ama-water spirits emvelo. Understand ukuthi kungenzeka ukuthi wena umbatho umoya from another place, from another country, ngoba khumbula phela ukuthi amanzi aflowa yonke indawo around the world. So fanele wena understandeke ukuthi lamaphupho ohlole waphupha, what message are you being told kulawo maphupho. So kwesinye isikhathi you understand ukuthi uphuphe Chinese people, uphuphe Amandiya, dreaming of white people, it does not always mean idlozi lakho legazi. Learn to understand iphupho, learn to understand i-message le esuke iveza kuwena ukuthi ispirit sakho sikutshela ukuthini. Ngikhuluma mostly about labantu abambathwe imimoya yamanzi, because umoya wamanzi, they always tell you, they always show you ukuthi uhlobo luni, they always show you futhi as well ukuthi udabuka kuphi. So when isikhathi esiningi you need to try and understand amaphupho akho. Ungathathi mostly izinto eziba dominant to everyone. Izinto sukuyilalele ko social media ukuthi hayi buphupha abelungu noma yini idlozi lakho leli lisuke lithi. Sometimes it's not the case, especially when you are a water child. Yabona abantwana bamakhosi, when it comes to ukuba umntwana wamanzi, izinto zakhe eziningi they are different from umuntu osuke imbathelwe idlozi lasekhaya. Ngikhuluma also about ama-spirits asemanzini emvelo. So when ezakhe izinto ziyahluka nokwenza kuyahluka, yabona. That is why wena uyayithole kakhulu uma buzohamba uyothwasisa umuntu ugcine uzibone ubheda kakhulu izinto zakho, uzibone ungabusaya phambili, uzibone unganiboni nje ukuthi khona into oyenzayo. It's because uhambe wayothwasela umoya wemvelo, wahamba wayothwasela ngeculture ethize. That is why ke uzibona uvezelwa yes through your dreams ukuthi hayi wena umntwana wamanzi. But now la uhambe khona wayothwasa, wafike wayothwasiswa ngokwesiko leli wena mhlambe elisibongo sakho. Kanti no, umoya wemvelo osuke ufuna ukuthi wenzelwe ngendlela yawo. So having said that, baningi abantu abambathwa amakhosi emvelo. Baningi abantu abambathwe imimoya yemvelo and they do not understand. That is why abantu abaningi they battling ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi balungise izinto zabo zakamoya, because basuke beyilungisa ngendlela ezironke. Kanti baningi abantu abasuke bembathwe imimoya nje yemvelo. Okay, so I guess sikhulume about being chosen by the water spirits wena as an individual. Asikhulume futhi nakhona ngawemvelo. Okay, yini eyenza ukuthi lo moya wemvelo ukhethe wena? There can be many reasons, but I'll just touch on a few. It can be that you were chosen by the water spirits by ancestral lineage, right? Ngenzeka kukhona ama-family ties to the water spirits. Okay, I'm going to explain that nakhona ukuthi kusho ukuthini. Ngenzeka ukuthi it's a spiritual calling. right? Ukuthi vele wena umntwana ombethwe idlozi, ngakho ke lo moya ukukhethele lokho ukuthi you are a gifted child. Ngenzeka also futhi ukuthi it's some personal characteristics, okay? Ngenzeka ukuthi khona isimo indlela oyiyona wena, okay? Ngizokuchaza nalokho ukuthi kukhuluma ngani bekuthiwa your personal characteristics and also your life experiences. Uyakhetha lo moya through that. Maybe kukwaba ne trauma in your life, maybe you've had a near-death experience, and life events, there's quite many things ezenza ukuthi lo moya ugcina uchoose wena, okay? And also divine purposes, appointments, maybe specific purpose or mission that you were chosen for. Ubabona ukuthi you are worthy ukuthi bakhethe wena, right? Khumbula phela ukuthi ekugcineni not all of us are born with the spirit. Nalokho futhi I would like us to explain ukuthi not everyone is born with the water spirit. Eminye imimoya iyakukhetha usumdala. Labo ilabantu abanjani? Athi umuntu mina ngikhula, there was no sign of me dreaming of water bodies, of wonke lama signs lawa esiba nawo uma buzalwe nomoya wemvelo, right? Kuba nalokho ukuthi uzoba mdala uyahlakanipha impela uyasho ukuthi cha mina I've never had all of those dreams. I've never had water dreams. I've never dreamt of pythons. I've never dreamt of izinkanyamba in zonke lezi zinto angikaze ngiphuphe ingwenyama and all of those animals esuke ziphupha umuntu wamanzi. And then suddenly, utusumdala, you seeing yourself dreaming of zonke lezo zinto, those water bodies and usuthola wonke lawo maphupho. Suddenly you have ringing ears. Suddenly usunama body pains. Unazo zonke lezi zinto ke manje ezama signs to show that you have been possessed by a water spirit. Okay, so it happens ukuthi ungazalwa nawo lo moya, kodwa ukukhethe ngesikhathi esithize for a reason ethize. Okay, so nalokho fanele sik understand ukuthi it's not always ukuthi lo moya uzalwa nawo, kodwa ngenzeka ukuthi ukukhethe ngeperiod ethize okanye ukukhethe ngesimo esithize ugcina kwembatha. Yilabantu ke laba nje bangishilo abazozibona ngisho sebebadala ukuthi cha ngisho mina emndenini sengibuzile ngabuza yonke indawo kwathiwa cha akaze kube nomngoma la ekhaya, akaze kube negedla, akaze kube khona inyanga, akaze kube khona umthandaza, akaze kube khona no one owake waba nesiphiwo sakamoya. Yabona, then you begin to question yourself ukuthi okay nginomoya noma mhlambe ngiyazicabangela okanye into engekho. Okay, kanti ngenzeka vele ukuthi no, from your history, from your generational history, akekho vele wakwaba khona, but lo moya ukhethe wena specifically for certain reasons. So yes, nalokho ku possible. So ungaboni ke ngathi ke maybe you're going crazy and maybe unothando lemimoya and all of those things. Kungenzeka ukuthi lo moya ukukhethile ngaleso sikhathi ekukhetha ngaso ngereason ethize. Okay, so sizozama ukuthi ngi-explain ke ukuthi ke ukukhetha kanjani lo moya, ngoba khumbula ukuthi kunabanye abantu abathi bengenawo from ekhaya, abathi abangakhethwanga ilo moya, kodwa benze ama-rituals athize, benze izinto ezithize ezizodrawa lo moya kubona, nalokho futhi lo moya uyakumbatha. Okay, ngoba bakhona abantu abenze njalo, athi engenawo hlobo, athi ungekho ngisho emndenini lowo moya loyo, kodwa kube khona umuntu ozopossesswa yilo moya ngoba izinto kade ezenza uyena odrowe lo moya ukuthi umembathi. Ake sikhulumeke about ke ukuthi ukukhethileke lo moya. One, ngama ancestral lineage, like kunya khona ngama family ties to the water spirits, right? Okay, lo moya ukukhethile ngoba kungenzeka ukuthi kudala emndenini okanye kwi-clan owawikuyona they worshipped ama-water spirits. Okay, kukhona la ukuthi babehamba khona baye emanzini, abantu abadala benza ama-ceremonies athize, ama-rituals athize, basuke benza ama-offerings to the water spirits. Okay, layo ma-spirits ke bawaweshiphe. bagcine lowo moya sekumoya ophila kulowo mndeni, right? Ama family ties ke lawo to the water spirits, ngoba umoya abawudrawa ababekade beworshipha ngalezo ikhathi baze baba naleyo connection, ba builda a relationship with the water spirits. Okay, ukunikela nje kuma water spirits ukwenza izinto zakhona, bagcine mhlambe ke sebehlobana nalemimoya lena, babalethele wisdom. Lo moya ulethe wisdom, ulethe protection, ulethe zonke izinto ezinhle, ulethe nje imfundiso nempumelelo nokukhanya kulowo mndeni, right? Ngobani kukhona abantu ekhaya kini ekade belandela lo moya, beworshipha lo moya, behamba futhi bewenzela izinto. So usuke sekumoya ke lapho ke okade uphila kuphi ke ngokwe family history yakho. It's a spiritual tie yokuthi into ebahamba ekhaya bayoyikhonza emanzini, yagcina isiyumbatha umndeni wakho, kwase kuba ke ispirit esinjani esi-recurring ke now in the generation. So nalapho ke uyakuchuza kanjalo, sikhuluma njalo still ngemoya wemvelo, asikhulumi ngomoya wedlozi. Okay, so ukuhambeke kanjalo kumbatheke ngokuthi bekuvele kuyinto abadala kudala in the family ababekade beworshipha ama-water spirits. Angithi bekade bekhonza ama-water spirits to an extent ukuthi abanye they even had statues of ama-water spirits, kuze kube yileyo nto ukuthi ke ubambathe lo moya ubavikele. Akusho njalo ukuthi always abantu bebenze njalo, basuke benze witchcraft, basuke benze izinto ezirong and zonke lezi zinto. I think nowadays sekubukeka kanjalo because of the things that people do and the exposure of ezinye izinto ezi-sacred abantu abazenzayo bayi-expose kubantu, but abantu abaningi abasenayo knowledge ukuthi izinto ezikanjena indala zazivele ziyinto eyayenziwe. Khuluma ukuthi there are even cultures nowadays, they still worship ama water bodies, they still have statues of ama water bodies, they still have do rituals and ceremonies or offerings and everything. Bagqoke izinto zakhona, babeke izithombe zakhona, water spirits. Leyo nto vele ke izobe sekuyinto recurring in your generation because kusukela into yakudala lo moya buphila emndenini wakho. Okay, ngoba umoya wahamba wayadonzwa wayoworshipha, kwagcina sekumoya ophila negazi lakho, kodwa still lowo moya it's not your blood. Umoya obuworshipwa ama-ancestors akho, aseba ama-ancestors apho obogogo nomkhulu at that time babehambe bebaworshipha, bewupraise, benza yonke into. Lo moya wagcine ke usuphila kubona, right? Usuyinto ke recurring ke in the generation. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about family ties to the water spirit. Yinto eyayikade vele ikhonzwa kudala yagcineke sekuyinto recurring ke. Hence you ask yourself ukuthi ke ngimbathwe kanjani umoya wemvelo yet akuwona owegazi. Izinto ke kanjalo ukuthi ke kwakumoya vele owawukade uworshipwa abantu abadala, waze wagcina usumbethe lo mndeni. Another thing futhi, when I spoke about spiritual calling, kungenzeka ukuthi vele wena umntwana ozalwe unesiphiwo. Lo moya futhi uyamthanda umuntu ozelwe nesiphiwo because there's a lot ekusuke wena unakho. Lo moya uyathanda ke ukufundisa, uyathanda futhi ukuletha okuhle, uyathanda futhi ukuthi uphile impilo enhle. That is why abantu abaningi baze bathi banama water spirits bengenawo. That is why abanye abantu baze behambe bayothwala, bayofuna ukuthweswa le mimoya bengenayo, ngoba they know ukuthi when you live with the spirits uphila impilo kanjani, because kukuwona lo moya ukuthi uyathanda ukuthi ukuhlala ukulethela izinto ezinhle. Okay, and uma umuntu vele ozalwe nesiphiwo, let's say mhlambe uzalwe nobungoma, uzalwe nokuba umprofeti, whatever calling that wena onayo from your bloodline, esukela kogogo nomkhulu nokhokho nokhokhokazi nale phambili, esuke kuyiyona vele isiphiwo wena esi-recurring onikezwe sona, uyakumbatha nomoya wemvelo because you are a special child. Okay, so khumbula phela ekugcineni ukuthi umoya will always go and seek for a host. asikubeke kube clear lokho. It does not always mean ukuthi imimoya that are roaming around it's only bad spirits. There are also imimoya emihle, good spirits that are roaming around looking for what? Looking for host, and you become the host of that spirit. So ezinye izinto fanele lokho understand sikufunde ngoba egcineni when the spirits roam around asuke vele amanye efuna abantu abambethwe. Okay, abantu abanesiphiwo esithize mase lowo moya ke ufike ke mase uyahlalisana kuwena ukwembathe because wena uzobe usuyi-host yayo, but akusho ukuthi nakhona phela uze kabi. Ikhona eza kabi, ikhona eza kahle. So nakhona ke that's another way efike kumbathe ngayo lo moya. If you are a gifted person vele onesiphiwo esikhona wakuthatha lo moya waba yi-host kuwona ngoba kukhona the special thing about you ngoba usuke ufuna ukuletha okuhle kuwena, usuke ufuna ukuletha wisdom, ufuna ukulethela izinto ezinhle, ufuna ukuzokuhila, and nawo mase ukunikeza ama-abilities futhi amanye angenzeka ukunikeze ukuthi uhlakaniphe kakhulu, ngenzeka ukuthi ukunikeze healing powers, ngenzeka ukuthi ukunikeze, there's a lot of things esuke ifikile lo moya uze kuwena uzokuletha kuwena. So okunye ukuthi just because you spiritually gifted uhambile wayokhetha lo moya ngoba ukusensile ukuthi wena umuntu wakamoya, umuntu owedlozi. Okay, mase sikhuluma about personal characteristics. Indlela oyiyona wena eyenza ukuthi lo moya ukukhethe. Ngenzeka ukuthi vele wena umntwana ozwelayo kwabanye abantu, umuntu bekuxoxela nje into yakhe uyazwela, you become attached to ama problems abanye abantu. Umuntu onozwelo, you sensitive to izinto eziningi, you sensitive to environmental changes. Uba yilo muntu nama gut feeling, ma trusting intuition, yabo umuntu nje okanjalo, that's your personal character. So lo moya uyakumbatha ngoba usuke drawn to you, because remember ukuthi umuntu okanjalo onama personal ama characteristics akanjalo, wena umuntu oyi-empath, right? Umuntu odonsayo izinto ezinhle, izinto ezimbi, but i-ability yakho leyo as an individual, it can be ukuthi uzalwe nayo, it can be ukuthi into mhlambe that grew in you. Okay, so uyakhetha ke ngaleyo ma special abilities akho ukuthi lo muntu unozwelo, unenhliziyo enhle, unento kanjena with your personal characteristics. So uzugcine usukhetha kubona ukuthi no, lo muntu let me take this person ngimembathe. Uzobe usukwenzelani wona, uzobe enhancela your spiritual growth, ama healing abilities akho nama connections. Ezinye izinto ubona ukuthi ezinye izinto ke usuyilo muntu osukwazi ukufosia a lot of things ngoba usumbathwe ilo moya, ufike wa enhance le character oyiyona, yafika lo moya wokwembatha and it enhance that character that you are. Ugcina usuzibone seku beyond, yabona lendlela oyiyona, usu beyond ngalendlela ukuthi umuntu uma ubuzwelana nenkinga abhekene nayo, and you have the ability yokuthi ukwazi ukuthi umsize lo muntu, whether it's emotionally, whether into ongakwazi ukuthi umsize ngayo nje. Mhlambe afika umuntu azokhala kuwena, yaza nginakho ukuthi kwasho kwacima kanjani, and then you are able ukuthi ukhiphe ngisho imali yakhe yokugcina because you feel empathy for this person, right? So ukhethela ngale nhliziyo yakho onayo. They like to host on abantu abakanjalo, abanenhliziyo ezikanjalo, a person like that, and then they come and enhance that character that you are. Uzibona usugrow spiritual, uzibona usubona namaphupho asetha ukuhluka, usuzibona ukuthi hayi sengiphupha water bodies, sengiphupha all of this, sengikwazi ukubona izinto beyisazokwenzeka ekhaya, sengikwazi ukubona izinto ezingakenzeki, sengikwazi ukubona izinto that happened in the past. Enhansiwe manje indlela oyiyona. Ngithi yabo usunama healing abilities, into kade ungenayo. Usuyakwazi ukuthi umuntu uma bekuzela mhlambe nenkinga for example, usuyakwazi wena ukumkhanselisha. You're not a therapist, you're not a psychologist, you're not anything, but you are able, usunaleyo ability ukuthi umuntu uthi bukhuluma naye, umbonisa, umcomforta, ukhulume, umuntu ahile from that. Yabona, that is an ability esuke sifakiwe kuwena ukuthi ngoba umuntu okanje vele okwazi ukuba nozwelo okwazi ukuzwelana nabanye abantu uzongena ke lowo moya loyo ufike uupgrade i-character yakho usibone kusumuntu kanjalo ke usuwena usuyihila wena for just talking to a person, right? So omunye ke umoya ukumbatha nge-personal character oyona iyona eyenza ukuthi lo moya udraweke kuwena. Moving forward, I spoke about ukuthi lo moya yakumbatha based on ama life experiences akho, okay? Ake sithi ke ukumbathanga at birth, but based on your life experiences, okay? Khumbula ukuthi kunezinto as human that we go through. It's either trauma, it's either you've had a near-death experience, it's either a lot of things. Kunezinto ey'kanjalo that triggers a spiritual awakening in you, okay? Because ezinye izinto zithi bezenzeka, it's either bekwenzekile leso simo uyaye unake kakhulu izinto zakwamoya, right? Maybe bekwenzeka isimo esithize unake kakhulu ukungena emkhulekweni, maybe umuntu obungakhuleki, okay? Maybe umuntu who did not even believe in God, but kune situation mhlawumbe okwavelana nayo, then you become a prayerful person, uzugcina usubonga, ubonge edlozini, ubonge yonke lento la. Kuba nalento le ezotriggerisha the spiritual awakening in you, yabona, ezokwenza ukuthi kube ne connection ezoba khona to ama water spirits. Sikhuluma about maybe you've had ama traumatic events, mhlawumbe you've experienced a terrible loss, maybe an abuse, yabona, umuntu ovele wa go through that process. You are drawn to those spirits. Ngobani kuba nalento le that is triggered kuwena eyenza kube khona that spiritual awakening, right? Kukhona lezi zinto ukuthi mhlambe you went through a near death experience, maybe you've had an accident, maybe whatever situation, maningi ama situation that causes ama near death experience. Lapho wena mhlambe uke wa descenda kancane, yabona? And then you connected nalo mimoya lena, right? And mhlambe kwaba war okurevive your back into your normal self. Usubuya wena usumbathwe le mimoya. There's a lot of reasons ebuye zenza ukuthi le mimoya ibe drawn to us. They mostly like ama host asuke go through ama traumatic experience. Many people will relate to what I'm saying. Abanye kuba uthola ukuthi they were abused at a young age, noma mhlambe ekukhuleni, noma they still being abused. Okay, when abuse and about abuse, they go a long way. Can be abused by a family, and you can be abused in the society. It can be you are abused wherever. But the abuse le eba deep le eshayayo in your heart. You know those kind of abuse. Because about maybe you've been raped. Okay, but lo moya, I'll always tell you one thing. Traumatic experience isugi painful ngalendlela ukuthi it draws that spirit to you. Ezeyenza ukuthi ikwembathi ngoba isuke ifuna ukukulethela personal growth, isuke ifuna ukukulethela therapy, isuke ifuna ukukulethela izinto eziningi ezizokuthi zikwenza ukuthi forget about that loss, forget about that abuse, forget about that traumatic experience, forget about ukuthi mina ngithandwa abangifuni and all of those things. Ngoba leyo emotion yakho, leyo loss, leyo trauma, leyo pain and everything that near death experience, njoba ngisho ukuthi kuba naleyo spiritual awakening eba khona kuwena that draws ama water spirits ukuthi eze kuwena. You can be a host as well through ama life experiences wena osuke ubhekene nawo. Okay, so abanye abantu ke, that is why abanye beyibona sebe bekuthi bethola ukuthi bambathwe yimimoya sebebadala perhaps mase tuya relate umuntu mhlawumbe masumchazela kahle then akuthanda ukurelate uthi hayi maybe mhlawumbe abuze gogo how is that, maybe then you tell wena wake waba nesimo esikanje, you were raped at an early age kanje that something a trauma, that's a childhood trauma kanjani you were repeatedly raped, or you had a very bad accident or you lost your family, your entire family, kuba but it's something which is very painful and umuntu will relate and aqale manje understand ukuthi yeah, that is when the spirits saw you as a host ukuthi akwazi ukuthi azokurevive, akwazi ukuthi azokuphilisa. Ngokukhumbula phela uma bekuzofika ama-water spirits, it's not only ukuthi asukezele ukuthi wena fanele ube umuntu oyihealer, wena fanele ube umuntu. Sometimes they just come to you, they are drawn to you just to heal you as a person. Okay, as a healer from all the traumatic experience that you've been through, as a healer from a lot of things. So abanye abantu abaningi, they don't understand that thing ukuthi uma becabanga ukuthi umbatho imimoya yasemanzini shuthi fanele ahile, fanele lapha abantu, fanele athandazele abantu, fanele enze yonke. No, it can be lo moya wakwembatha to heal you, ukuthi ulaphe wena from what you went through, and uzokwenza ukuthi ukwazi ukuphila nalesi simo and forget about that situation and move on with your life. And then masukulethela izinto ezinhle ezizokwenza ukuthi for you to forget. Yabona? So ezinye izinto, it's not always. That is why abanye abantu bathi yeah, but ngiyaphupha, but abanginiki ngiyawuphupha nginenkosazane yamanzi emanzini, we're just sitting and talking. But I've never dreamed of inkosazane inginikeza ama-beats. I've never dreamed of inkosazane inginikeza amabhayi okanye izembathe and all of those things. But I always see myself nayo, or inkosana, or a python, or noma ngabe isiphi isimo sama-water entities ngihleli nawo, or they visit. But they've never given me anything. They've never showed me as I'm healing, but they just there to talk. Then it means that the spirit has come to heal you. Ayuguti, it's giving you into yoguti, you have to become a healer, you have to do this and that. But that spirit came to heal you as an individual through experiences that you went through. Amanye maybe ahleli kwena awaphumi. Maybe man, you've been trying so hard to forget okunye waze wakhohlwa, but that thing still resides in you. It's a trauma that still resides in you, of which it kushintsha your personal character, it kushintsha the way you're looking at life. And as a person, akufanele kube nama situations azogcina sekushintsha who you are, right? We have to heal from those situations. So the spirit ke lesi sikanjalo suke sikumbathele lokho ukuthi sizolapha wena, to heal you as an individual. So having said that, we'll all learn now to understand that it's not everyone who's born with a spiritual calling, bantwana beMlozi, or connecting with abantu abadala, including ama-water spirits. Ezinye izinto ama-spiritual gift and a calling can manifest. So ezinye izinto, that is what you need to learn and understand. This calling or a gift, it can manifest through ezinye izinto, right? Through amanye influences. Okay, okunye yes uzalwe nakho, into vele a natural, it's a natural connection. Njengoba ngishilo okunye ukuthi enye it's through ama experiences, enye it's through into eziningi, and enye ke of other things eyenza ukuthi lo moya uhlale kuwena, yet akuwona into hlampe ozalwe nayo. It's through ama spiritual practices, bantwana beMlozi, izinto abantu abazenzayo. Umuntu ahambe nje, ahamba yokhuleka emanzini, ahambe ayokwenza izinto ezithize, ama rituals athize emanzini. Those rituals can foster a connection to those spirits. Khumbula ukuthi sihlale sikusho ukuthi indawo nendawo nomphathi wakhona. Remember? Khulume sisho ukuthi emanzini, whatever water source, kunabaphathi bakhona. There are guidance akhona kulezo indawo, ezintabeni, emahlani, wherever. Kunama guidance akhona. So if wena umuntu othanda ukuthi you don't have anything, you don't have a calling, you don't have anything, but umuntu who's fostering the relationship with the spirits, yes, sizokwembatha ngoba you going there in the water sources. Uyahamba uyokwenza ama practices athize, uyokwenza ama rituals athize, just to foster a connection with the spirit. Khumbula phela spirit is spirit. Ekugcineni vele whatever that you do, nama offerings osukuwenza nezinto osukuzenza, lo moya uzokwembatha. And the sad part is, it's either umbatho moya omuhle, it's either umbatho moya ongemuhle, because at the end of the day awuna calling wena, or you don't have any spiritual thing ekhona kuwena. You're just a normal person, yet you want to foster a relationship of having a water spirit ukuthi kwembathi. Okay, so ezinye izinto, you don't have the power, you don't have the wisdom, you don't have the knowledge ukuthi uzozwa kanjani ukuthi njengamanje awudonsanga umoya omuhle kulawo manzi, udonse umoya ongezi kahle, right? Udonse umoya ongemuhle. So ezinye izinto ke the spirits manifest through ama-ritual practices abantu abawenzayo ukuthi afuna ukuthi ambathwe le mimoya. Ngenzeka ukuthi it's good rituals, ngenzeka ukuthi it's bad rituals, whereby we coming at ukuthi ke kunabantu ke abafike bahambe ke bayothwala ngalo moya. Okay, ahambe athi into bengenayo, angazalwanga nayo, engamkhethanga nayo lowo moya, ngoba in cases like this usuke ungakhethanga lo moya, angithi usuke ungazalwanga nawo, kusuke kungayona umoya owakade uphila mhlambe nobaba omkhulu nobogogo akade bephila nawo lo moya. Uwe ohambile wayofoster a relationship with the water spirit. So wenze izinto ezithize, maybe usebenzisa izimpande ezithize, wenze izindlela ezithize that spirit to be drawn kuwena, ngoba a spirit is a spirit, kunendlela to draw a spirit. Okay, so abanye ke benze njalo ke, they foster a relationship through rituals ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi le mimoya ibembathe and ibembathe. So ukuthi ifike yambatha kanjani ke, ufike wenzani, bengabe ubeze kahle izokwenza okuhle, bengabe bengazile kahle nakhona futhi lo moya lo uzomanifesta ngendlela oyiyona, ngoba when you're not aware ukuthi lo moya ohambe wayodonsa owani. Ngoba phela ekugcineni we don't understand. Abantu abaningi who are not born with the spirit or are chosen by the spirits, they don't understand ukuthi le mimoya ihluke kangakanani. Yabona nje besikhuluma about ama-marine spirits. Ama-marine spirits maningi that lives in the waters. Okay, sikhulume ngemimoya yeziziba, sikhulume ngemimoya yempophomo, sikhulume ngemfula and all of those water entities, nezintaba, ngoba nasezintabeni kukhona amanzi akhona, right? Uyahamba wena uyodonsa umoya ongawazi ukuthi owani. What if lo moya vele umoya ophila ngokuthi it manifest through umphefumulo womuntu? Okay, angithi ukuzwe la ukuthola ukuthi kuneyindawo bekuthiwa abantu bebeye khona ababuyi, kunomimfula, kunezintaba bekuthiwa abantu abaye khona ababuyi. It's because the spirit that lives kuleyo ndawo leyo, umoya ophila kanjalo vele, it lives through, it manifests through ama-souls abantu, and that is not a good spirit. Ngithi yabo, imagine ke when uyahamba kuyodrawa into ekanjalo into you, what kind of a person are you going to become? Angithi most cases ke abantu ke they do take those spirits to absorb ama energies abo. Let me not say take, to absorb ama energies alawo ma spirits vele to ukwenza benze ukubi, ubone ke umuntu kwese beyashona ke emndenini abantu yena successful yedwa and all of those things, because khumbula vele phela lo mphefumulo manifested through ama souls abantu. Yabo, so ezinye izinto ke people are not aware ukuthi uhamba uyolandana. What if uyolanda umoya that just causes harm and destruction? That's all it knows. Iyona nto ephilelayo, akukho kunye ezinye izinto ezenzayo. Then when uyahamba uyolanda lowo moya lo uzofaka kuwena. Okay, uziboneke izinto zakho sezingasahambi kahle, kuyamosheka emndenini, kuyabheda, kuyona yonke lezi zinto, idlozi seliqhelile kuwena alisezi kahle. Okay, yes, there are good spirits as well. Uhamba uyokwenza leyo nto leyo, udonse umoya omuhle, oyi-protector, oletha power, oletha healing powers, oletha izinto eziningi. Hence kunabantu abangena calling, kunabantu akangakazi nje abe ne calling, kodwa lo muntu usumthola usewumelaphi, usezibiza ngomelaphi, usenza ama miracles, usenza yonke into, wenza izinto ezi-extraordinary. Why? Uhambe wayodonsa lo moya awenzele lawo ma-rituals ethize, wawulanda ngale ndlela awulanda ngayo ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi umanifeste kuyena, right? Yena useyi-host, usephila ngawo lo mimoya and uyamsebenzela. Okay, so ziningi izinto ezenzakalayo when it comes to ama-water spirits. They differ. amanye awamahle amanye mahle uhambe uyokwenza kanti wena you taking lesi spirit lesi this water serpent mhlambe ezithandela maybe you're a female ezithandela nje to lure abantu for sexual pleasure, right? Ngezinto maningi ama spirits out there bantwana bedlozi baningi usuzibona wena awusakwazi ukulala nomuntu oyedwa you forever changing partners yonke lento usushintsha kanjeni ufuna abantu abanemali you looking for married people you looking for cause distraction nje kwabanye abantu just because wena uyilento engenandaba ukuthi hathi umuntu hawu kodwa mngani umfunani lo bhutilo ngoba phela ushadile unomndeni wakhe in ube ilento uthe anginandaba mina bengenzela lokho engikufunayo and all of those things I'm fine mina bengukuthi ngenzela ukuthi I'm fine anginandaba mina ukuthi what happens to his wife and kids you suddenly changing character now awusenandaba nama feelings omunye umuntu awusenandaba nokuthi umunye umuntu ukhala uphuma inyembezi through you yabona usezuyeka umndeni wakhe lo muntu usenakekela wena engayedwa njalo unabanye futhi obenza le kanti lo moya osuphila kuwena uphila ngaleyo ndlela so ziningi I'm not going to go deep into those kind of spirits but understand ukuthi when you go uyofosterisha ama-connection ukuthi uyombatha umoya wasemanzini be careful because you don't know ukuthi ukuya kwakho lapho uzodonsa muphi umoya ngoba wazi ukuthi la usukuya khona uyodonsa muphi umoya hence abanye abantu bathi most of the bantu engibalaphayo uhambile wayothatha isithwalo but lesi sithwalo asimsebenzeli ngoba yena uhambe waye endaweni yaleyo mvelo le ayekuyona wayeyilandela mhlawumbe umoya we-distraction owenza zonke izinto ezimbi akazange azafika athathe umoya ozomlethela umcebo nokukhanya nazo zonke izinto ezinhle umlethela impumelelo angithi usufika lo moya membatha and usumkhozela distraction and izinto eziningi empilweni yakhe yamdestroyela ubulala abantu ubulala umndeni ubulala izingane zakhe ubulala it's just destroying and it's not doing lento ekade yena ethi uyoyilandela yona le moya ngobani kwamuntu okuhambisile eyokuthwalisa leyo nto akaza kana knowledge yena the only thing they care about is making money nokuthi yena uyakwazi ukuthi udonsa kanjani lo moya ukuthi ize kuwena wena uyihambele wena without being taken by someone without having knowledge ufika waye endaweni olwandle inesport esithize or esizibeni noma semfuleni noma kuphi wafika wayoyidonsela imimoya engemihle ezofika izodestroy impilo yakho and idlozi lakho when protect you in that ngoba wena uhambe wayosukela umoya wemvelo obukade ungakwazi okade ungakho ngisho emndenini wazosukela wena ukuthi uzomanifesta kwena so you need to be careful of such things musukusukela into ongayazi ngoba mase iqaka ekuhambeni kwesikhathi suke sekubukhuni manje ukuthi ureverse izinto esezenzekile you can't reverse ukushona komuntu okay you can't reverse ukulimala kwabantu ama accidents lento isuke isiwakhoza isuke isifuna igazi you can't reverse all of those things so be careful mase sikhuluma ke ngomndawu I'm not going to go deep into it kakhulu I'll have a session whereby I'll be talking about Mlozi, Mndawu, Nzuza, Idlozi, and so forth. But I'll choose a few because I'll be having a class, an online class, as we discuss more about the spirits. And I would like that class to be attended by abantu abaphila nale mimoya so that they're going to understand about lo mimoya, they're going to understand ukuthi uphila kanjani nawe, they're going to understand as well ukuthi ujabulisa kanjani, how do you appease to the spirits, and also uhlala kanjani uhlala unebudlelwane nale mimoya, right? And will align kanjani nale mimoya. So those classes, they're going to be online ezobe edila kakhulu nabantu abaphila nale mimoya le. So I will announce maybe perhaps soon when the class is going to take place, because I'm going to take a minimum number of people, not just anyone. It's not going to be something that I'm going to post in the public. It's something that's going to be very intimate, as with a group of people. Abantwana babalozi, abantwana bomndawu, abantwana nje abasuke bephila naleyo moya, so that they have a better understanding ukuthi yini le mimoya, uphila kanjani nayo, uyenzela kanjani ini, so that they understand abanye abantu ukuthi it's not all yonke umndawo oparolwayo and all of those things. You need to understand okwakho ukuthi njani, because kunomndawo wemvelo. Okay, kunomndawo or that is in your bloodline. So ezinye izinto lezi, I'm not going to go deep. It's that class, that online class engizobe ngidiscussa khona nabantu abaningi abaphila naleyo mimoya leyo, because when I'm talking in public mina, I'm not only specific ngabantu abambathwe imimoya, ngiyaye ngi-generalize kwezinye izinto talk about umsamo, talk about ukuphila nedlozi as an individual ongenaso isiphiwo. Okay, so specifically for this, because kunezinto ezithe ukujula, ezithe kuba deep in understanding about the spirits, and kunama rituals athize ekusuke kufanele understand about the spirits. So that is why I'm going to choose a certain group ezokwazi ukuthi ibe ne one-on-one with me, interact, babuza ama questions, clarify ezinye izinto, sikwazi ukuthi sikhulume. So it's not going to be something that's going to be open in the public. So ngeke ngigxile kakhulu about umndawo, but people need to understand ukuthi umndawo, yes, abantu bawudefine ngendlela eziningi bathi it's an ancestor ephuma emandaweni. I'm not going to go to yonke lento le enisuke nilalele ko social media, but I'm just going to summarize. Abantu bemndawo bazobe sebezwa mase sikhuluma in the class ukuthi kahle kahle yini le spirit lesi. Umndawo, it's a spirit. Let's talk about our ancestor side. Ake sikhulumeke mhlambe ngokwegazi. Kungenzeka kuba umndawo idlozi lamanzi nje. Ake sithathe ukuthi idlozi lamanzi. Can be ukuthi abantu abadala were living near ama rivers, ocean, the lakes and yonke lezo izindawo lezo idlozi vele lali connected emanzini, because into eyayisource yona, element ekuyiyona ababephila ngayo ngaleso sikhathi obabomkhulu eyayiseduze nabo. Kwaba idlozi ke eli manifesta through amanzi. Okay, it can be also abantu abadala ababa ama fishermen, ababa ama sailors, ababephila vele olwandle, kuyiyona ndawo ababephila kuyona impilo zabo zonke. Ngenzeka ukuthi abanye base bagcine sebeshonele lapho, but impilo yabo mostly was at sea. Okay, so umndawo loyo. Ngenzeka futhi ukuthi yabona, when you're going deep into history and understanding spirituality, you will learn a lot ukuthi kudala there were even ama water keepers. Kwakunabantu abadala abasuke bezogada eindaweni zamanzi, mhlambe river keepers, bezogada lezo zinto, begada ukuthi awungcoliswa, awenzi ukuthi just abantu abasuke begada, not ke spiritually ke, but kuumuntu osuke ezogada ephiwe ukuthi yena akazogada la emanzini, right? Umndawo can also be idlozi lomuntu owekade healer through waters. Isidalwa esesikade sihila through amanzi, enesiphiwo yena sokuhila through amanzi. Kuyinto ukuthi yena i-dominant ngamanzi. If ever kukhona inkinga onayo wena yena, the only thing they use as healing, not umuthi, nothing else, but they use amanzi, right? Bona bebefika emanzini nje babevele babe namandla ayisimangaliso, because they were attached to amanzi. Okay, kube naleyo spiritual growth abanayo umuntu, azabaze baba ama-healers, baze babe izona zonke lezo zinto. It's people ababe kanjalo bephile emanzini. Okay, mase kuba ke yiko ngithi I'm not going to go deep, because I'll discuss it in our class. Ngoba besikhuluma about leyo mimoya futhi, it depends nakhona ukuthi ukuphi nendawo. They can be from another country, they can be from another place or city, province, and yonke lezo zinto lezo. It depends ukuthi lowo moya ukade uphila kuphi. Okay, khumbula phela ukuthi yebo lowo moya mhlambe ngenzeka ukuthi wena ubuphila le Eastern Cape, wena you staying in Joburg. wena usuziphilela injobeko. Uyibona into eziningi zilokho uphupha indawo zasemanzini mhlawumbe ko Eastern Cape uthi uyabheka hayi lento engilokho ngitshengisa abantu abadala lo azathi akutshela athi umuntu Mndawu hayi wena wakho Mndawu mhlawumbe uveza ule uthi hayi nami yazi bekufike idlozi lasemanzini liyaye likhuluma ilanguage ewukuthi you need to understand lapho usuke kutshengisa lo moya wakho ukuthi bavela kuphi imvelaphi yakho wena ikuphi ngoba akusho ukuthi la esihlala khona njengamanje yona imvelaphi yethu it can be ukuthi sesihlala khona because abazali bethu abamuva bezala or wena you relocated yabona so ezinye izinto lezo kufanele uunderstand and mase kuba nomndawo wemvelo just a nature spirit okay ekusuke kwama guardians of the water akwembathayo also right so nalapho futhi you need to understand ukuthi ilokhuzana isimo sakho nalowo Mndawu ukanjani ngenzeka ukuthi akuwona wegazi but owemvelo umndawo wemvelo okukhethile wena ukuthi ukwembathe ngendlela eziningi ongakhetha ngayo umndawo ukuthi ukwembathe nakhona futhi once you understand ukuthi imuphi lo mndawo ohleli kuwena wemvelo noma umndawo wegazi ila uzobe usu understand khona ukuthi lo uyawupharulela yini uyawenzela ukuthi yini uyawuphothula yini uyawuthwasela yini uyawenzela yini because umndawo wemvelo uyiwona most ozithwasisela wena uyakwenzela through dreams ukutshele futhi iprocess ubone bekwenzisa izinto baqhubeka umndawo wemvelo ke le wenze yonke into till you go to i last stage mhlambe mase bekulethela ke imentor yokuconnectisa and align with the spirit igraduation yakho ke leyo usuphakama kumndawo usuphila kwena angithi yabo so you need to understand all of those things nakhona hayi ukuthi ominye imndawo uyayihlabela imbuzi inkukhu and omunye no you don't do all of those things maybe kunendlela ekufanele ufakwe ngayo emanzini or maybe kunendlela efanele ubize ngayo emanzini and then ukwembatha umndawo wakho and then it's aligned with you so it's very important ukuthi understand ukuthi umndawo wakho ukanjani that is why abanye abantu bethola ukuthi athi nomndawo uma bebuze empephweni or bekade ebuza mhlambe lethe uyathwasiswa lo muntu kuthi hayi athi ugobela wakho uyavela ukuthi ukhona umndawo ovelayo mhlambe usuthi angicela ukubuza bandla ukuthi mhlambe lo gogo noma umkhulu uzala bani you don't get an answer thayicela mhlambe ukubuza ukuthi uzala bani usuka kuliphi side usuka kwele ubaba noma usuka kwele umama you don't get the answer because umndawo wemvelo awusuki kobaba awusuki komama but umndawo wemvelo that is why abanye abantu bagcine bengasayitholi answer but hayi mkhulu I've asked so many times ukuthi lo mndawo ekuthuphila kumina owakuphi but angiyitholi answer because at the end of the day bengithi ngiphahlela komama awukhami forward lo mndawo bengithi ngiphahlela kobaba awukhami forward lo mndawo but ngiyawuphupha umndawo wemvelo leyo you need to understand nakhona ukuthi uma bunalo wemvelo uphila kanjani yabona so ezinye izinto ezenza ukuthi nigcine seniluza leyo connection because ubiza umoya othize ngendlela engafanele ngabe uyibiza ngayo khumbulani ukuthi kunezinto zemvelo ezimimoya ezisembathayo okay so nalokho ke kufanele nikubeke ekhanda nikubeke emqondweni nikukhumbule ukuthi oh maybe because mina that is why every time when I'm seeking for answers uthi lesi sidalo esilokho esisondela esakobani because ayicha shame ninayo lento ukuthi every time beumbatho umoya you always want to ask owakuphi wakomama noma wakobaba ngicela ukwazi ukuthi uzala bani ufike kanjani ukuthi kuze kube kumina amanye ama answers you won't get them because omunye uzoba ngathi uba rude lo mndawo wakhe abanye ngiyabathanda ngoba bayayivezela emaphushweni akutshela ukuthi angilona igazi lakho mina angilona igazi lakho kodwa ngake ukhetha ukuthi ngikwembathe ngenxa yalesi sizathu yabona so don't always assume ukuthi buumntwana ombethwe usukumbethwe izidalwa zasekhaya only no don't always assume ukuthi umndawo ukuthi umndawo wasekhaya only it can be umndawo wemvelo so learn to appreciate imimoya yakho learn to ukuthi uyibize ngendlela efanele learn to understand ukuthi imuphi lo moya ophila kuwena yabo once you learn to understand ukuthi is it a bloodline is it wemvelo ila uzobe usukwazi khona ukuthi izinto zakho uzenzise ngendlela efanele khumbula ukuthi ngishilo ukuthi abemvelo most of the time they don't like blood they don't go with izinto eziningi abasebenzisi lendlela wena owenza ngathi izinto zedlozi, abasebenzisi indaba ukuthi bubiza le mimoya, usebenzisa impepho, usebenzisa ini. Yes, maybe there is impepho ethize okufanele uyisebenzise, but hayi ngendlela osukubiza ngayo impepho yasekhaya. Okay, hayi ngalendlela osukubiza ngayo idlozi lasekhaya. Yena unendlela yakhe ngoba umoya wemvelo, unendlela yakhe yena yokuthi fanele umbize kanje uma bufuna sondele kuwena. Okay, so it's very important ukuthi u-understand ukuthi bekuthiwa umbethe umoya, onjani lo moya umbethe. Uma bengawona wasekhaya owemvelo, fanele wenze kanjani ukuthi lo moya nihlale nixhumana, understandani. Okay, same goes as umlozi. Umlozi nawo same, kunomlozi wemvelo, kunomlozi owegazi. Ngoba umlozi imoya. Okay, it's a spirit esiphakama kakhulu in giving wisdom, teachings, direction, siyalapha, senza izinto eziningi. Okay, ngoba umuntu benomlozi uvela ngabe sa understand ukuthi kukanjani. Yes, uma besikhuluma ngowegazi, ngenzeka ukuthi abantu abadala ababehlala endaweni ezithize benendlela of communicating nazo zonke lezo zinto and so forth. Kungenzeka futhi ukuthi umoya wemvelo, it's just a nature spirit. Umoya othize osukuphila ngendlela yawo, onama abilities awo oyihlukele ngendlela ethize. Yingakho ke bekuthiwa unomlozi. Abantu kakhulukazi laba banomlozi bane ability yokulapha, bane ability yokulwa. Yabona, when it's fighting off ama evil spirits, they're very good in that. Bayakwazi ukulwa nangamanzi, bayakwazi ukulwa ngamakhambi, bayakwazi ukulwa ngezindlela eziningi, because nakhona umlozi uyahluka. Kunomlozi waphezulu, kunomlozi wamanzi, kunomlozi wezintaba, kunomlozi descend from many places. Okay, so fanele nalapho understand ukuthi wena unomuphi umlozi, so that when you want to connect nalesi spirit, where is it that you go and how do you go about wenza ama offerings, how do you go about wenza ama rituals omlozi, kusuzokwazi ukuthi uconnect nalesi spirit lesi. Ngoba umlozi it's one spirit, ubungas understand siyakuhlupha. Sikuhlupha through izindlebe, sikuhlupha through ikhanda, abanye sibahlupha through izinyawo ngaphansi, bavuvukalelwe yinyawo. So not ukuthi njalo ke bunomlozi you'll forever be seeing birds and no. Kunomlozi oziveza through snakes, umlozi naloyo. So naloko I'll go deeper about umlozi when I'm doing class with those specific individuals. So zonke lezi zinto you need to understand umlozi uphila kwena ukuthi onjani, where is it a nature or it's a bloodline. Nakhona same goes characteristics as Mndawu, as I've explained. You understand kuzuzokwazi ukuthi uphila kanjani nale mimoya and yonke into. So ezinye izinto don't listen too much to izinto ezisuke ishiwo abantu, because once you start listening to izinto ezishiwo abantu, you lose indlela of understanding ukuthi ke wena owakho umoya fanele uphile kanjani. Okay, so it's very important ukuthi most of the time when I understand who you are, understand indlela ekufanele wenze ngayo. Ngoba once you receive the wrong information, you act in the wrong way. Okay, so nalokho it's very important ukuthi ni understand izinto eziningi isuke zizenzeke empilweni zenu, kuze nizokwazi ukuthi ningabe nisahlala ebumnyameni, izinto zenu zicace zikhanye, understand ukuthi wena umuntu okanjani. If kuthiwa umuntu womlozi wamanzi, understand ukuthi umlozi wamanzi uphila kanjani. Hayi ukuthi abantu abadala perhaps maybe ababekade behlala emanzini. Yes, it can be ukuthi owakho umlozi kwakuyidlozi elalijwayele ukuhlala emanzini, lenza specific rituals khona, lenza izinto ezithize, lishaya amadrum uma belizobiza imimoya. Angithi lenza izinto ezithize, lishaya amadrum uma belizodonsa imimoya yasemanzini, umlozi wamanzi nalokho. Kwenzeka futhi ukuthi umoya wemvelo. Yabo, there's a lot that goes deeper into explaining nakhona ukuthi yini umlozi. So lento ukuthi mhlambe nilalele kakhulu ukuthi hayi Mlozi idlozi elisuke lisuka kwiclan ethize nani iyona ke lento igcina yenza ukuthi nigcine seni confused ningabe tsa understand that you being fed so many information ngedlozi eli1 just because ithiwa idlozi. Ezinye izinto it doesn't have to have a specific name ukuthi libizwa ngaleli igama ngoba no. Okunye iyabizwa ngegama because it's a relevant name to call that spirit. So be careful ukuthi nihambe nilalela zonke izinye izinto ngoba ezinye izinto ziyanimislead. As I said before, Amakhosi Emvelo are dominant yonke indawo. These spirits are royal spirits emvelo avele phila ngokwemvelo hayi ngoba esuke kweyegazi. Okay, so zonke lezo zinto lezo you'll understand. Okay, maybe let me just say this because there is a few people already who are interested in ukuthi babe khona kwe class. Should it be that you want to be part of lelo class, you can send me an email, then we'll take it from there and then I'll give you the full details of yonke into about the class. However, as I've said, if I don't respond to that email, it's because I can sense ukuthi leli class alikho relevant to you. So bakhona abantu abathanda ukuthi babe part of something engahambisani naye, engenayo yena angaphili ngayo. Ibona ke laba abantu abagcina sebehamba beyo scam abantu, beyokhuluma ama information ngezinto esuke beyifundile ngala. But trust you me, if you do have the spirit lezi kade ngibalile, Nzuza, Mlozi, Mndawu, Amakhosi nesanus, you will learn that day. So if you are interested, you can send me an email, then I'll give you a full detail of your course outline and everything else. Because if we are interested and I've already selected a number of people, then you'll soon get to the second course of the class. All right. Okay, let me just okay, let me just address this to labantu laba bafike bangisendele a long email and a long DM kuma TikTok, kuma social media platforms. Umuntu afika athi, let me not rather say my name, but gogo ngidinga usizo lakho. A long story. Masethi, what's your intake in this? What do you think? How can you help me? Okay, how can I help you? In the first place, if you feel ukuthi you cannot share your name, then it means that associate nabanye abantu asebeqolile, perhaps associate nabanye abantu ongaba trust. So why are you ubhalela mina message seeking for advice, seeking for help if ungafuna disclose who you are? They know I don't respond to that, because at the end of the day, then it means I'm not the person to assist you. Because if from day one, from the very same moment you don't trust me in even revealing who you are, then there's no point of me giving you my advice is giving you to know, because I can't generalize. Giti, no, because you're facing this because of this. No, I have to give you the proper explanation based on when. Yabon? Based on history yakini, based on idlozi lakho, based on izinto esukeqondene nawo, because angikwazi ukugeneralize a situation yomunye nomunye, because I can generalize and leyo nto uthola ayihambisani now, then I look like a fake. So immediately if uzongitshela into uzongitshela to let you not disclose your name, then I'm not the relevant person for you, because you are trusty. So why are you seeking for help of me? Yes, it can be ukuthi you've been played so many times, but for the fact ukuthi ukwazile ukuthi ungene kwi-DM yami or into my email ubhale indaba ende, then it means ukuthi uwena oziexposayo kubantu, ngoba fanele ulalele idlozi lakho ukuthi likulid up ukuthi umuntu ufanele, ngoba wena every time uzoba umuntu ohlale ebhalela zonke izinyanga nezangoma nabathandazi nabo bonke ulokhu ubabhalele, let me not say ulokhu ufuna much different advisors, then wena oziexposayo to ama fraudsters, wena oexposayo kubantu abazodlala ngawo. Mina nje ngicela ungangibhaleli, please guys, don't write anything to me uzothi let me not say my name, because it means in the first place I won't trust you, and if you don't trust me, there is no relationship that we can have. So I hope I make that clear. But yekani kuloku nihambe nibhala izinto kubantu, because that's how you expose yourself. mase kugcineni nigcine seniblame abantu ukuthi badlala ngani kanti nani futhi abanye benu, not everyone, abanye benu nibhalela inqwaba yezangoma mase nilindele ukuthi ubani ozophendula. Yekeni leyo nto leyo, because it's one of the things destroyayo spiritually, is one of the things destroyayo empilweni zenu ukuthi ningayiboni growth, because you exposing too much of yourself to many different people. Ugcina usuzi-expose kumuntu wrong. So ngicela ningabe nisangisendela leyo nto mina. If you need help from me, uzo-addressa kahle, ubingelele kahle, ukhuluma ukuthi who you are, and then we talk. So if immediately I'm not going to respond to that because you don't trust me, and I can't have a helping hand if you don't trust me. Okay, ngicela kuphinde ngisho futhi one last thing. I really appreciate every single person who've been sending me gifts. Abanye bathi it's Christmas gift, gogo. Abanye bayasho ukuthi it's for the help that you're taking your time, you're taking your data, you're taking your everything, your knowledge, your wisdom, uzoi installer to us. We really appreciate that. The gift I'm receiving, guys, it's beyond. Ngiyabonga. Nkulunkulu nethongo baqhubeke banandisele inhliziyo zenu ezinhle, inhliziyo ephayo, uNkulunkulu uhlale evulelela konke okuhle. So ngiyabonga kakhulu. Hopefully I'll have another video soon. Ngizamile ukuthi ngenze video zolo namhlanje because November wami and December I'm quite busy, because in December I'm going to close. So I'm trying as much as I can ukuthi ngenze as many videos as I can ngaleso sikhashanyana engisitholayo. Ngize ngikwazi izolo namhlanje because of the weather. It's quite bad outside. So it's raining kakhulu, so yona chance lengwazile ukuthi ngithole ukuthi just give you this wisdom and knowledge ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi nginifundise abantwana bedlozi. Other than that, take care of yourself and please protect your spirituality, protect idlozi lakho, protect imimoya yakho at all times, and protect yourself ngoba exposing too much kubantu izokufaka enkingeni. Remember, that's one of the reasons I closed off my comment sections in my videos, because kunabantu bengiposte a video umuntu mase bhala ngaye, mina this is what I'm dreaming of this. I protect you. I'm very protective. I protect abantu ngisho ngingabazi. So that is why I closed off on my comment section, because guys, remember, there are vampires out there. Abantu abasuke bezobheka ukuthi they are preying on spiritually gifted people. Bangena kuma channels ethu seeking for abantu abakanjalo. Then when usuyabhala ke kuma comment section, uyabhala about your dream, uyabhala about your calling, uyabhala about imoyo nayo, ubhala yonke leyo nto, usu expose kubantu abarong. Kanti mhlambe spiritually awukaqini enough, you're not fit enough to protect yourself. Ugcine usuyithola usuvaleka. Yabo, abanye benu bavala izinto eni exposayo ku social media. So be very protective. That is why ngake ngathi, if you have something to share or to ask, rather you send an email nakhona, but don't just comment on the comment section. That's why ngingawavala ke, and also ngawavala ke nabantu ababekhuluma izinto that's just not relevant. Okay guys, take care.